I'm excited that you have joined us here today for the Dangerous Summit. Man, I'm telling you, I just can hardly contain it. I'm so juiced for the beginning of something absolutely brand new in my life in this new season. If you've been watching and paying attention, man, I'm making a major shift that I felt that God wanted me to pivot in really empowering men to be able to move into this dynamic of becoming dangerously confident. I believe with all my heart that a spirit of timidity has literally gripped thousands and thousands of men, and so many men are struggling. So many men feel paralyzed. So many men feel stuck and frustrated. And I really believe that there's been a huge assault against your mental psyche to try to stop God's destiny, God's plan, and God's purpose for your life. And so I'm excited about this new journey that starts today. It starts today. And I'm excited that you're here, guys. And I believe that every single one of you here this morning, you are not here by accident. You are here by the divine steps of God to bring you to this moment where I believe that this year can be the greatest year of transformation in your entire life. You see, my friend, it's time for us to become the men that the King demands. God needs us. And I believe with all my heart that God is asking all of us as men to do something that we've never done before, something big, something huge. And for what God has for us in our future, we have got to get ready for it. And I believe it's my assignment as a coach for now over 20 years to empower you as a man of God to not just change. I'm not talking about change, little adjustments. I'm talking about transformation, where like you and your life looked one way in one season, and now it's like, who is this guy? It's it's Joseph, right? He's faces the pit, he faces the prison, and now he's in the palace with Pharaoh, and his family comes to see him and they don't even recognize him. That's the kind of transformation and change I want to talk to you about today. But before we jump into this and leap into this, I really want to share with you my story and my personal journey. Years ago, I was totally burned out. I was working 12-hour days, 7 days a week. I was making $100,000, but man, my wheels was spinning. And my wife and I, we got into $180,000 of credit card debt. And I remember that season, like everything financially just dried up for me. And it was really tough. We had to sell everything, had to move into my mother-in-law's little 12 by 12 bedroom. I define that as hell on earth, right? Come on, guys. I mean, it's one thing if your mother-in-law likes you. It's another thing when like your mother-in-law doesn't care for you, right? I mean, it was the most embarrassing, humiliating time of my life. And it was embarrassing and humiliating, but yet it was very powerful. Here I was no money coming in. My relationship with my wife, I thought it was great, but she didn't think it was, because we always hear this, right, guys? You don't spend enough time with me. oh, I just want your time. Or it's like, I just want more. And then if you spend more time, what is it? I want more quality time. It's like, what does that mean, right? And so uh, my marriage wasn't where it should be because I didn't have time to invest in it because I'm working so much, traveling so much to try to make the money to be able to crush the debt, this big boulder I had over my life. And then finally, because I was working so hard, I was pushing the envelope so hard, I was eating the wrong foods. And I gained a ton of weight. I was like at 238. I remember I had pants, they were size, my waist size was 38. And I remember that my pants on my waist was getting so tight. I was like, man, I got to go from 38 to 40s. And I remember going to the store and the guy says, hey, we have these Sansa pants. I'm like, what's a Sansa pants? They're like, oh, these are these special pants for guys that are a little chunky and they move with you, they slide with you. I'm like, oh, okay, I need some Sansa pants. So I was in rough shape that year. I remember being totally broken one day. My wife and my mother-in-law went to go eat. And I remember just losing it. Tears are coming down my face, snot's coming out of my nose. And I just looked up to God and I said, God, what's stopping me? And just as clearly as I'm speaking to you guys, I heard God say this. He said, Keith, you lack confidence. And I'm like, confidence? What you talking about, Lord? Confidence? Because to be totally honest with you, like, I thought I was a really confident guy. And yet God said, the problem with your life, the reason why you're struggling financially, the reason why your marriage isn't where it should be, and the reason why you're way overweight and your body is telling the whole story on you, Keith, it's because somewhere along the line on your journey, you're not the confident man you used to be. And first of all, I thought I was hearing demon spirits, guys. Because I've never heard a sermon before about confidence. You know, it was always faith, faith, faith. You know, guys, you need faith. You need faith. And when I heard the word confidence, I'm like, what is that exactly? And the scripture popped into my mind. Do not cast away your confidence, which will bring you great rewards. Now think about this. Think about this. Here I was, frustrated, ready to quit, ready to give up, burned out, overweight, financially broke and struggling. And then I read the scripture, don't cast away, don't let it go, because it will bring you rewards. I was like, wait a minute. Confidence is the key to reaping the rewards that I want in life. I'm like, that's why probably I'm not as motivated as I should, because an unrewarded life produces an unmotivated life. It's a drag to keep doing all of this stuff, to keep working and working and working and not see a harvest back, not see breakthroughs coming in my life. I'm like, that's it. But then I thought the other side of that scripture, wait a minute, but if I hold on to my confidence, confidence is like a magnet that begins to attract the rewards. I started to think about that and I thought, wow, you know what? I think I'm confident. And here's the challenge with all of us guys. It's like we got to fight past the big ego. The big ego says, oh, I'm okay. Oh, hey, I'm a confident dude. Yeah, oh, yeah. Well, you're confident compared to what? Compared to the other friends you have? Compared to your brother-in-law? Compared to your brother? Compared to the guys you go to church with? Who where's the comparison at? I started looking at my life and I'm like, yeah, I'm surrounded with dudes who all of them are underachievers. And what I realized is, wait a minute, I'm comparing myself to them. That's why the scripture says that it's a sin to compare. Wait a minute, I'm comparing with others. I'm not comparing to my potential, the possibilities of who I could become, what I could do, what I could have. And all of a sudden, these light bulbs started going on in my head. I started to think about confidence, and I thought about the lion. Why is the lion the king of the jungle? And I thought, it's because he's the most confident animal in the jungle. Because he's the most confident animal in the jungle. He walks into the jungle and acts like he owns the jungle. And he takes what rightfully belongs to him. There is no, I don't know, maybe. There is no thinking positive. The lion doesn't think positive. Oh, I'm a positive guy. It's not about thinking positive. If you'd have looked back at me back then, I was thinking positive. I was singing scriptures. I was singing Jesus songs. I was positive, positive, positive. It's beyond positive think. Confidence is beyond positive thinking, guys. It's a knowing. Just touch your heart, guys, right there. It's a knowing in your heart of who you really are. Man, when you start knowing, you walk into rooms and people feel, people sense that somebody important's walked into the room. So when I started processing all of this, I was like, okay, if this is what I'm lacking, I'm going to do everything in my power to build this to an all-time high as a man. Because I believe I have a huge destiny. I believe God has need of me. I believe there's something big in my future. And in order for me to achieve that, I've got to prepare. I've got to get ready for my personal Goliath to take him out. So I started studying everything I could on the subject, 8 hours a day. Guys, I'm serious. I was like, I'm all into this. I remember I went on Amazon and I bought 100 books. Any book that had the word confidence on the title, any book that had confidence inside of the chapters, I bought every single book, all of them. My wife thought I was crazy. And I went through them ruthlessly, trying to learn. I got to learn this. And what I discovered as I started to learn about just this thing called confidence, I started to realize, wait a minute. When I talk about my walk with God, that's my spirituality. But confidence is more of a word about my psychology. And listen, guys, this is where we're missing it inside the church. Pastors' responsibilities is to help you with your spirituality, like to get connected to God, to know God more, to walk with God. That's awesome. But here's what I'll tell you, in walking with pastors for over, good, it's 30 years now. 30 years. Wow. 30 years. Over 2,000 churches I've been in. I've rode in the cars. I've sat in the houses. I've been with them. Here's what I'll tell you. The majority of them struggle with mental health issues themselves. Love God, just like me. Loving God, man. I love God. I prayed. I went to church. I gave my tithes. But man, my psychology was messed up. And I thought, whoa. And so I said, this blew me away. So I started to go. I started to go to the seminars, not little churchy seminars. I started to go to the seminars where these people who understood the psyche of the human mind and how God created it. So if we learn how to tap into it, we can maximize our potential. We could do big things in the world. 1 year of just crazy, all out. I'm not going to just change. I'm going to transform myself. And guys, $15,000 back when I had no money, $15,000 that year over I spent just on fixing myself. Radical change happened. After that year, I went from making $100,000 a year to making double the money for 3 years in a row. Every year, my money doubled. Year 1, 200,000. Year 2, 200,000. Year 3, 600,000. Boom, boom, boom. Things started to take quantum leaps. I'm like, whoa, whoa. As I started putting it together, okay, Keith, you built your confidence. You've been building it year number 1. Boom, 200,000. You didn't stop. You kept building it. Boom. You doubled again, 400,000. And I started to associate, wow, this thing as I keep building. What happens internally, I start seeing external results. Not only did my money change, but now I could do what Paul says, I could redeem the time. I could buy back my time. Because time's more valuable than money, guys. And now I could buy back my time and I could spend time with my wife and develop a higher quality relationship with her. And then finally, as my confidence went up, my relationship with her got better. And then the third step was I started working on my body. And I went from, I told you, 238 pounds, 35, 38 pounds, almost a size 40 waist, to now, to where I'm at today. I'm right back at I'm the same size I was when I went to college. Same waist size, same shirt size. And as my confidence went up, guess what? I started to notice my weight went down. I started caring for myself more. It's time to quit playing games and become the man the kingdom demands. It's about time for you to become dangerous. Hey, I'm Dr. Keith Johnson, America's #1 confidence coach. And for 22 years, I've been the guy top-tier leaders call. Mega church pastors, billionaire producers, sports legends, Hollywood stars, politicians, you name it. Even regular business guys who want to make a dent in the world. In the past, access to me meant shelling out $25,000 to $120,000 for my elite transformational programs. Today, you can get the same intensive coaching for less than a Starbucks coffee a day. So what do men like us want more than anything? Respect, success, and sex. Every man wants these three things: respect from their wife, kids, and peers. Success that proves they're winning in life. Sex with a woman who actually desires them. Here's the catch. You'll never get those things if you lack one critical trait: confidence. If you don't have confidence, the world will perceive you as a weak man and will chew you up, spit you out, and leave you wondering why you're losing at life. I've been there. I know what rock bottom feels like. In 2002, I hit the lowest point of my life, $180,000 in debt, no money in the bank, living with my mother-in-law, absolute hell on earth. I also know what it's like to be stuck in middle class, making over $100K a year, but struggling to pay my bills and living paycheck to paycheck. One morning I broke down and begged God, what's stopping me? The answer came clear as could be: Keith, you lack confidence. It hit me like a Mack truck. I thought I was confident, but compared to what? The other broke and overweight guys in my circle? Pathetic. That's when I found this scripture. Don't cast away your confidence. It will bring you great rewards. That's Hebrews 10, verse 35. So man, I went all in, spent $15,000 of money I didn't have to rebuild my confidence from the ground up. And everything changed. My income doubled 3 straight years in a row. Doors of opportunity flew open. I lost 3 waist pant sizes. My wife started chasing me for sex instead of me begging like a desperate loser. Confidence wasn't just a game changer, it was the entire game. Welcome to the Dangerous Coalition. Here's the cold hard facts. My journey didn't have to be so rocky. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a tribe of men pushing me to level up. That's why I created the Dangerous Coalition. This is a growing movement of men who refuse to settle for mediocrity. This is your chance to join a group of high achievers who are laser focused on building unshakable confidence, financial power, respect, and desire from the people who matter the most. Quick word of warning though, this group is not for weirdos, wimps, or wusses. Let me be clear about that. If you're a soft, happy, clappy, let's hold hands kind of guy, if you crumble when someone speaks truth, if you're offended by direct, no bull coaching, this is not for you. I will torment you and you will torment me because this is how growth works. This group is for men who are done playing small and they're done playing scared. I'm going to help you build dangerous confidence in 52 weeks. Here's what you'll get when you join the Dangerous Coalition. 52 weeks of live coaching. Every week, I'll go live in the group to help you rebuild your confidence. Group coaching is the fastest and surest way, guaranteeing that we all win together. Dangerous Daily Men's Muses. Begin each morning with a powerful message that fuels your ambition, available by personal text or on our community wall. Unlock your greatness with the Confidence Code. My exclusive 30-day coaching program is crafted to ignite rapid transformation in your life. You'll receive powerful tools to eliminate self-doubt and negative beliefs that have held you back since childhood. We will reprogram your mind with a champion's mindset and start achieving extraordinary success fast. You'll also be welcomed like a brother into the community of high achievers. Men who push you, hold you accountable, and help you win. All of this for just $83 per month. If you are in a financial pinch right now, you can join our No Men Left Behind program. You pick the price that you can afford, and another man steps up to cover the rest on your behalf. When your finances improve, you pay it forward. Simple as that. Now it's your move, my friend. No more excuses. No more settling. No more complaining that you don't have a mentor. The link is below. Click it, join us, and start building the life you've dreamed about. Respect, success, and sex. It's all waiting on the other side, just one decision away. Be dangerous, my brother. Join the movement.